Welcome to my channel, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. You eventually realize that strength is not built by fighting who you are, but by refining it through discipline. And as a hairy bodybuilder, this truth becomes impossible to ignore because every day the work demands honesty, patience, and commitment. The iron does not reward excuses, trends, or comparison. It rewards effort applied consistently, and that consistency reshapes you from the inside out. You stop waiting to feel confident and start acting with intention, knowing that confidence follows action, not the other way around. Being comfortable in your own skin gives you freedom to focus, freedom to grow, and freedom to move at your own pace without apology. You learn that progress does not need to be fast to be real. It needs to be steady. So you protect your routines, respect recovery, and trust the process. Even when results take time to show, pressure no longer rattles you because you have trained under resistance long enough to stay calm when things get heavy. You breathe, focus, and execute. Just like you always have, your confidence becomes grounded, not emotional, built on proof rather than praise. And that proof lives. In the days you showed up when motivation disappeared, life continues to test your resolve, but now those tests feel familiar. Because discipline has already prepared you, you adjust instead of quitting, refine instead of reacting, and continue instead of hesitating. And as this way of living matures, strength expands beyond the physical, shaping how you handle responsibility, adversity, and uncertainty. You move forward without needing validation, knowing that the man who stays disciplined, who honors his standards without compromise, and who commits to steady growth regardless of pace will always stand strong, composed, and unshaken, because true strength is not built in moments of excitement. It is built through consistent choices made daily with patience, integrity, and self-respect. And as that self-respect becomes unbreakable, you begin to notice how discipline has sharpened every part of your life, because when your foundation is strong, everything built on it becomes stable. Being a hairy bodybuilder taught you that growth is not about extremes but about alignment, aligning effort with intention, recovery with discipline, and ambition with patience. You stop forcing outcomes and start trusting execution, knowing that when actions are repeated long enough, results are inevitable. Your confidence no longer seeks attention because it does not need confirmation. It exists quietly in your posture, your focus, and your consistency. You understand that real progress often feels boring, repetitive, and uncelebrated. Yet you continue because you value who you are, becoming more than how it looks to others. Pressure no longer drains you because you have learned how to manage it, how to carry weight without losing balance, and how to stay composed when circumstances test your resolve. Your routines act as anchors, keeping you grounded when life becomes unpredictable, and your standards act as filters, protecting you from choices that weaken your foundation. You move forward without urgency but without hesitation, knowing that discipline removes doubt and replaces it with clarity. And as time continues to pass, your strength compounds quietly, not just in muscle but in mindset, presence, and character. You remain patient, focused, and committed, understanding that the man who stays disciplined through ordinary days, who keeps showing up when excitement fades, and who refuses to abandon his standards will always stand strong, grounded, and in control. Because true strength is not built for moments, it is built for life, through consistent choices made daily with purpose, integrity, and unwavering self-belief. And as that way of living settles into your bones, you stop seeing discipline as something you practice and start recognizing it as who you are. Because when habits are repeated long enough, they become identity. Being a hairy bodybuilder taught you that comfort is not the goal and suffering is not the enemy. Balance is earned through structure, patience, and respect for the process. You no longer rush outcomes because you understand that rushing weakens foundations. You focus on what you can control: your effort, your recovery, your mindset, and your standards. And that focus keeps you calm even when progress feels slow. Your confidence continues to deepen because it is no longer tied to results alone. It is tied to reliability. the knowledge that you will show up regardless of mood, weather, or circumstance. Repetition no longer feels tedious because repetition is proof of commitment, each session reinforcing trust in yourself, each day strengthening your resolve. Pressure becomes manageable because you have trained your mind to stay present under strain, to breathe, adjust, and execute. Instead of reacting emotionally, you move through challenges with composure because discipline has taught you how to conserve energy for what matters. Your presence becomes solid, steady, and reassuring, not because you seek authority, but because consistency naturally commands respect. And as time continues forward, you remain focused without obsession, driven without chaos, and ambitious without ego, understanding that the strongest men are not the loudest or the fastest, but the ones who endure, who stay aligned with their values, and who continue building long after excitement fades. Because true strength is not measured by moments of intensity, it is measured by the ability to remain disciplined, patient, and committed for a lifetime, choosing growth every single day with quiet confidence and unshakable self-belief. And with that lifelong commitment, you realize that the journey itself has become the reward. Because discipline has given you clarity that cuts through noise and distraction. Being a hairy bodybuilder showed you that authenticity is strength, that owning who you are while relentlessly improving what you can control creates a rare kind of power. You stop comparing paths because you understand that comparison steals focus, and focus is what fuels progress. Every day becomes an opportunity to reinforce your standards, to move with intention, and to sharpen your mindset through action. Setbacks no longer discourage you because you see them as information, not failure. Adjustments instead of endings. Your patience grows deeper because you trust time when paired with effort. You remain consistent even when results are delayed, knowing that delayed results are not denied results. Your confidence continues to mature, becoming calm, steady, and unshakable. Rooted in the knowledge that you have endured discomfort without breaking. Routine protects your energy, discipline protects your direction, and self-respect protects your future. You move forward without needing approval, guided by values instead of impulses. And as the years stack up, your strength compounds in ways that cannot be faked, not just in muscle, but in presence, decision-making, and emotional control. You become someone others can rely on, not because you speak loudly, but because you remain consistent. And that consistency becomes your signature, a quiet force built through daily effort, patience, and integrity, proving that true strength is not a phase, not a trend, and not a moment. It is a lifelong practice of showing up, staying disciplined, and continuing forward with purpose, resilience, and unwavering belief in the process you have chosen.